Greetings, hello, beautiful people, and welcome. Welcome to the live. And what live? Are you alive? Are you ready to have some epic content tonight? And today's Tuesday, and I had something very special happen for me this week because just last week, a few days ago, my daughter gave birth. So I am officially, biologically, now a first-time grandmother. So I have this adorable grandson. And I really do pride myself on ultimate health. I pride myself on beauty. I pride myself on transforming people's lives. I pride myself on helping people to have exactly what they have in this life and what they want in this life. And one of my specialties is teaching people how to live their soul purpose life. So when they live their soul purpose life, what that means is that they come into their own, they step into their power. And I've got a rather special technique. I'm going to take you guys through a process, and I'm just a tad formal, as you can see. I'm kind of dressed in this little getup, and I am about to actually share my screen. So perhaps as you are watching, I would like you to perhaps consider having a pen and paper with you. So by having a pen and paper, it means that you'll be able to write down and set an intention, because tonight you're going to be in a position where you're going to be able to clear blocks. So let me talk to you a little bit about that. I'm just getting a little bit of background noise, so could you turn your Zoom off if that's cool? Thank you. I've got my husband, Dr. Ian Messenger, here. So yes, clearing patterns. What it means is that we have things that are blocking us from being exactly where we want to be in life. And the reason this happens is because of our mind. Our mind, I mean, that's the only thing getting in the way of ourself, and that is ourself, right? So what do we do in order to actually step out of the way of ourself? Well, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to think about something that is really important to you that you would like to change for the better. So you could look at it through some of the field areas of your life. So number one, your health, your body. What does your health and your body look like? Are you happy with the way you look? Have you got really good eating patterns? Are you healthy, and do you have a great mindset? Number two, how is your relationships? Do you feel like you are really living your life, that you have that part of your life that means a lot to you really fulfilled? Or are you feeling like, you know, you've got this situation where things could actually be better, like relationships seem to go wrong and you seem to keep on attracting the same thing? Well, that's the second option you could consider. The third option is, what about your success in your career, your skills, your hobbies? You know, maybe there is an area of your life specifically for this technique that you would like to change and transform. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through this really rapidly. So it's not about me doing complete therapy here. However, it is about me being able to show you something really powerful, where not only can this be transformational in one area of your life, it could also be transformational for you in the future to master your life, to master any area that you actually want. So here's the thing, whether you are going to be focusing on your body and health, whether you are going to focus on your relationships, whether you are going to focus on perhaps your skill sets, your career, or maybe money, or, really whatever it is that you feel that you're held back from. So what actually happens is that as we have these blocks, what you'll find is if there's something not working in your life, like if I asked you the question, what is not actually working in your life right now? Like, what is the one area? Now, don't be greedy about it. I want you to focus in on one thing, one area that is just not quite working. So have a think about that for a moment and, consider whether it is relationships, career, skill sets, confidence, success, health and body. Because what happens is that when you actually transform this area of your life, you're going to have this really amazing domino effect. So before I kick off, I'd like to introduce myself, and I am, just give me a second while I go over here. So my name is Terry Messenger, and I am a master NLP practitioner and also a clinical hypnotherapist. So what I do is I help people to rapidly release trauma and stress from their lives. Now, I've been working in people's lives for many, many years. And, have you ever wondered, if you've ever looked at manifestation, if you've ever looked at The Secret, if you've ever looked at setting goals and thought to yourself, why aren't I actually getting what I want? Well, you may be being too specific. So for example, I had a client who wanted to have this relationship, but she was really focused on just one person. And I said to her, if you're focused on that one person, what if that person's the wrong person for you? You're placing conditions on your manifestation process. So what I asked her to do rather than that is I asked her to actually look at what she wanted, the energy. How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel great love? Do you want to feel this sense of importance? Do you want to feel this strong connection? So when she did it, we actually went through this process. It took a long time for me to convince her to release and actually let go of the relationship she wanted. But when she did, within 2 weeks, she actually found the man that she is with now, and she is so extraordinarily happy. Sometimes we want things, but they may not be exactly the right thing. So what you need to focus on, you guys, is the energy of it. What is the energy behind what you want? Like if it is about money, let me promise you, it's not going to be money. It's going to be about what it does for your life, the freedom, the ability to be able to do whatever you want to do, the feeling of having that ability to just be liberated and travel the world and visit all the nice places. So you've got to think about the energy you want. And this is the reason we also have patterns. Patterns are like these beaded necklaces that have lots and lots of patterns. But when we actually cut the beads and we get rid of the significant emotional events and we release the patterns, what happens is all the other beads go with it. So I'm about to share my screen. So just give me a moment as I choose that. And I am just anticipating right now that you guys can see up here on my screen, and you will see that I have this whole blueprint and script about clearing negative energy through the process of NLP, hypnosis, and meditation. So the first thing is you need to know what area of your life you want to clear. So is it money? Is it about the money slipping through your fingers? Is it about the relationships causing you to feel let down, disappointed? Is it about your career, feeling undervalued or not enough? Is it about your body, your health, and your emotional eating habits? Now, you know, when I clear negative energy, people's eating patterns change. That's why I specialize in mind and body transformation. However, we always release the trauma first. So I want you to get really clear about the one thing you are going to be focused on in this specific segment. Now, as you consider the area where you feel contractive, where it's not good at the moment, I want you to know that your body is like a GPS. Now, I spent this afternoon all of about an hour writing this technique. I mean, I've been doing this for years and years and years, and I do it very fluidly and effortlessly with or without the script. However, I've generated this for the purpose that I want to be able to share this with people and train them how to do what I'm about to give you, because this is going to be absolutely life-changing. So think of it like this. Your physical body is your GPS. So your mind can tell you lies. That's right. Your mind can actually come up with all sorts of excuses. It can play out all these imaginary scenarios that don't even exist. That's where we get fear from. That's where we get our limitations from. And yet, on the other side of fear is your breakthrough, you guys. So I want you to know that your body is your GPS. So I'm going to ask you all to now take a deep breath in. So take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you take that luxurious breath in, allow your energy to move up from your body into the space of light above your physical body, and exhale out. And as you breathe out, allow this sigh and imagine light filling you up with so much love that as you exhale out, your breath is like new life. It is filling up your entire body. Now, breathing out and allowing this light to be filled with so much love that you exhale your breath, this new life is going to go through your entire body. Now, allow your natural breath of life as you breathe in and as you breathe out to continue drawing out any of the tension inside your body. You see, guys, your body is like a filing cabinet. Your body does not lie. Your mind can tell you lies, but your body is your GPS. It is your thermometer to say, you know, your gut feeling. And we have three brains. We have the head brain, we have the heart brain, and we have the gut brain. So generally speaking, when we are going around in these patterns and we feel stress, we feel negative energy or anxiety, what happens is we begin to feel that constrictive kind of feeling. Now, allow the normal breath. Just breathe in and out as you breathe in, and then just allow your breath to completely breathe out. I want you now to connect with the light. Imagine there is a light that is above the top of your head. It's like the sun, and it is now expanding. I want you to connect into this light as you breathe in and you breathe out. And imagine it has this beautiful, flowing, healing, clearing, releasing effect of letting go of all the negative energy now, so you can be set free. Now, as you inhale in, take in that light, take in that new energy, take in that new oxygen, allow your muscles to now be free and release out. And just allow all of that to clear all the fear, all the shame, all the lack, all the contractive feeling that has been sitting in your body around that pattern. Just set it free now. And with the power of intention of releasing this negative pattern around what you chose, I want you to tap into your higher self. Now, your higher self is your subconscious mind. It is the part that created that pattern. However, it's also the part that's created your epic ability to walk and talk and do all the things you do in life. So what I want you to do is trust your higher self and take another deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe in, just sense the space between every limb and muscle and cell of your body. And now just exhale out and sense the space between the walls of the room and where you are sitting. So as you sense the space between you and all of the expanded room around you, I want you to sense that this love and light is connecting in with your superconscious, ready to heal you. Now, as you sense the space between yourself and every part, filling with this light and love and the space around you in time, I want you to think of the first number. So we're thinking now, firstly, I want you to know the pattern that you're breaking and know that the pattern that you're breaking, we are asking you to tap in and trust your superconscious to actually release to you a number between 0 and 7. First number that comes to your head, I want you to see that number. See it so that it is a very bold and very, very strong. Now, this number that comes into your mind between 0 and 7 happens to be the age that you were when you first learnt that pattern, because our patterns and our beliefs were actually formed between those years, between 0 and 7. So now, as you understand this, I wonder if you can begin to think about what you can do now to reveal what that pattern was happening in your family of origin, because this actually came from what you saw, what you heard, and what you experienced. So actually, in your family of origin, whether you're dealing with relationships, what were your parents? How were your parents relating to each other? Or how were they relating to people in their world? You know, whatever you are dealing with, I want you to think about that. If it's money, if you've chose money or your career, if you've chosen your health or your body, what were your parents actually giving off to you? What did you see as that inner child? What did you see and hear and experience? Now, as you understand where the age and where it's come from, I want you to allow the light within you to be a light that is going to clear that energy. And when it clears it, it's going to tap into your part of your body where you've held that pattern. So maybe if it's in your heart space, this is your heart brain, or maybe it's in your stomach, in your gut brain, or maybe it's in your head brain. So here I want you to trust that your higher self has now revealed where the pattern was first imprinted and where it turned into a blueprint. I want you now to allow that light within you to clear through the muscles. I want you to imagine it's like the sun. It's so bright. It's connecting in and it's healing you. Allow the healing love rays to just move and clear that space in your body. And as it's clearing out that space, it is moving right across time and it's actually clearing all the patterns, the negative patterns. And as you sense that that's clearing, your subconscious mind is also learning. It's learning what it's taught you. Perhaps it's given you resilience. Maybe it's given you strength. Maybe it's given you the ability to be wise and have this knowledge, because whatever you've been battling with, your pain of your story can become your crown of glory. Now, as you allow the intention of the healing light outside of you to expand, I want you to imagine what you've been saying to yourself so you can clear the belief system. So maybe you were saying to yourself things like, I'm not good enough. Maybe you were saying to yourself, I can't do it. Maybe you were saying things to yourself that it's too hard, or I'm too dumb, or I'm not good enough. Whatever it is, or I'll always have a body like that because that's how my parents were. Just notice what the old belief is as well. And I want you to give the love and light permission to clear out that old belief. Clear it out from your mind. Clear it out from your body. Clear it like a ray of light that is now moving through every piece of your body, because now you're recognizing the belief. Now you're recognizing the old story, and that old story, guys, becomes your glory. So if it is around your career, consider what you saw, heard, and sensed your parents saying. If it is around your health and body image, consider what you saw, heard, and sensed about your parents in that same way. Track in your physical body where that stuck energy has been, so you can now release it, so it can be gone, so you can clear it, so you can bring it into its fullest, transformed, released and cleared state. So whether it is in your heart space, your stomach, or your head, allow the love and light to go right through your body, clearing all the way through. Now let it expand, let the light expand. Allow your whole body to expand with this light. So you are now becoming like the universe. You are now expanding. Now consider what your family of origin may have needed at that young age that you were. So at that young age where you first started believing that belief that actually set up the cycle of that pattern, maybe your family needed to have more wisdom. Maybe at the time they needed to feel more strength or security. Maybe at the time they needed to have a connection or a love. Maybe it was fun. Maybe it was adventure. You know, so whatever they missed out on, what you perceive, you'll find your intuition will be guiding you. So maybe you can allow yourself to just consider that maybe if mum and dad had more sense of importance, money would have been more flowing. Perhaps if mum and dad had more love, connection, then relationships would have been more fulfilled. Maybe if mum and dad had more confidence about what they were doing, they would have just gone forward and encouraged myself to just do what it is that I want to do. So whatever it is that you need, I want you now to look up and see that word as if you know what that word is. Capture that word. Strength, love, contribution, whatever it is, allow that word to be there. And then I want you to see light all around it. I want you to imagine that this light is filling up and it is sending so much love and light, expanding all around your world. And I want you to see that that expansive love and light is now going to be you being healed. Now I want you to, as we get to the finishing line, I want you to consider a role model, someone who may be famous, somebody that you may look up to, somebody who you may know, you may not know, they may not be here anymore, but there's someone who you believe in your mind they have exactly what you want. That pattern that you did have problems with, didn't you, is actually something of their strength. Your role model has that exactly nailed. So I want you to see your role model. Now, that role model can be a superstar, it can be a musician, it can be a leader, a president, a queen, a king, it can be an uncle or an aunt, a teacher, anybody that you look up to. And I want you to imagine that that role model, as you are highly regarding it, they hold the strength and you see them under the word of what you know your parents needed. So if your parents needed love, if your parents needed wisdom. So now as you see your role model right under that word with that love and light, I want you to expand the energy of that light. And I want you to allow it to be all around your role model. And as it's all around them, I want you to magnetically feel yourself drawing into their energy. I want you to feel this magnetic attraction as if the light is like a magnet drawing into your physical being. Now take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And now as you breathe in, I want you to imagine you are taking a deep breath in and you are now releasing and you are breathing in this light and love that belongs to the belief of your role model. So you are borrowing this belief. You are borrowing this belief, and as you are taking this deep breath in from your role model's energy of what they believe, I want you to give gratitude. Give gratitude to them for teaching you all that you need, for giving you this healing, for releasing you and setting you free. Now sense what your role model believes. Almost like this love and light energy gives you this new way of looking at the universe. So maybe it is that they believe that they are good enough. They might be saying, I am worth it. I am going to save that money because I am worth it and I'm going to move towards that goal. Or they may be saying, I deserve to have the best body. I'm going to feed myself the greatest food. I'm going to eat nutritiously. I'm going to look after my body temple because I deserve it. So just imagine what your role model is saying so that you can replace the old belief you once had with the new belief of the now. Now I want you to do the last step. This is 21 steps. So here is number 21. Finally assess if this is safe for you to transmute this new belief and bring that light into your existence and allow it to clear right across the whole space of time. So every year of your life of that old pattern is now being healed and filled, you guys, filled up with your new belief, the new belief that you're taking on from your role model. It's like you have had this amazing, epic experience in such a short time. Now, I want to congratulate your subconscious mind because you have just done something so amazing. You have just carried out this amazing energy that you can actually, what you can do is you can learn this because I've gone through this very fast. I have written my own blueprint and it belongs to me. I am a coach of coaches. I am a healer of broken people and I attract people who are quite gifted and talented and creative. And a lot of those people never realize their dream because they've been stuck. And when I removed their block, they were released. Now, if you would like to find out how you can master this, If you would like to find out how we can work toward you being able to have this, I've got about 8 modalities that are extremely powerful, 36 or more that are in my toolkit. However, I love to give quality and I know what works. If you would like to experience your own personal free coaching call, I have dropped a link in this live stream. It might be up or below. I would like you to make a free coaching call with me, and you may be wanting to clear a lot of stuff. You may want to clear your money blocks. You may want to clear relationship blocks. You may want to clear right across from health of mind and body, because, you know, when you do this, the only reason people struggle to get where they want in life is because their subconscious mind is in action. So I'm going to give you the master key to know how to master your life. Now, if you're a coach, I'm going to give you the blueprint so that you can create an epic program. Do you think this could help someone? And this was just done, what time is it? We have been on for half an hour, and it's probably all in all taken 20 to 25 minutes. So it shows you how I've just shown you briefly my blueprint, my script, and given you this love and light so you can feel this renewed life, because you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve to clear the stuff. Look, guys, life's never going to be perfect. However, when you have the mastery tools of how to take control of your life, it can change anything and everything. So go ahead and book in your free coaching call, because this is something that I've never done before. You can have that. You can look at whether you would like to master this, whether you'd like to put it into your toolkit. Maybe you're already a coach, or whether you want to do what many people, everybody wants to do, and that is clear something out of the way so you can break through. So step into your power, step into your confidence. Thank you for watching. My name's Terry Messenger, and I hope you have enjoyed this, and I shall see you on the next round. And